I'm Wendy Bounds. Welcome back to Lunch Break. Well, you can watch the inauguration festivities on TV on Monday, or you can pay $500,000 for the ultimate political getaway weekend. Here to tell us what you will get for that dough is Charles Passy. He writes our Big Spender column. Wow, 500 grand. You know, not worth it. If you do you get to meet the president for that?
You know,
at least?
that is not built into
that
this.
That is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be clear. This is not a single ticket item.
Right.
We put together a few big ticket items with the inauguration and said, if you really wanted to have the ultimate weekend, what would it cost? So let's begin with the big thing, which is the inaugural committee's $250,000 Washington package. That's what they call it. That gets you into the ball. It gets you a nice seat along the parade, actually a couple of seats, and gets you into some private parties, receptions, the big children's concert where Katy Perry is going to be. So that's the big ticket item.
So access to Katy Perry. That's what you get that for $250,000.
You get to hear Katy Perry. I didn't say you get to meet Katy Perry.
So let's be clear. Another $500,000.
Next big ticket item, you need somewhere to stay. Ritz-Carlton in Georgetown has a nice package for a little over $200,000. They call it the West Wing package. It includes a suite of rooms. It includes a shopping spree at Bloomingdale's. It includes an inaugural necklace, whatever that is. And best of all, you get to throw your own inaugural ball for 75 people, 5-course dinner. They will let you host that all as part of the $200,000. And then the final thing is you need a souvenir. So there's a $7,500 presidential medallion set.
What about the swearing-in ceremony? Can you even get into that?
Well, that's you mentioned. Good thing you mentioned that. You cannot technically buy a ticket to that. That is only for Congress people and their invited guests. But somehow these tickets,
you can't buy the car.
Somehow these tickets end up on all sorts of places like Craigslist, like ticket brokers. That'll set you back another $15,000. So to get a good seat for that. But again, technically those tickets are not for sale.
Now, why would I do this when I could stay home and watch all the inauguration coverage for free on WSJ Live?
I see no reason to do that. Even better, why would you do it when you can attend the inauguration? You can be physically there for free. You can watch the swearing-in ceremony. You can watch the parade. These are all, an inauguration is a public event. It's supposed to be for the public, and it's free. So you don't technically have to spend money on it. And actually, you can even get a nice souvenir. The inaugural committee sells a button with the presidential dog on it, Bo, for $5. So you know.
Now that I would spring for, because Bo's pretty cute.
That's pretty cute. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you got the money, this is the way to have a lot of fun. If you don't have the money, just watch it on TV or on WSJ Live.
It's basically about saying I can do something that you can't. I mean, if we're being honest about it.
Right. This is conspicuous consumption at its best or at its worst, depending on how you look at it. The whole idea is you're going to an event that hundreds of thousands of people are going. It's not really so much to say I went to an inauguration, but if you say I went to an inauguration and I was within 20 feet of the president, that gets to be a little more exciting.
Good point. All right. Or Katy Perry, right?
Or Katy Perry,
right.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much for being with us, Charles. Appreciate it.